Hello everybody, hi, welcome back. Today we're going to do a deep dive into Microstock. So yeah, let's go. So what is Microstock? So Microstock is basically where you put all of your images on the internet and other people buy licenses to use them in their own things. So that could be like a graphic designer like me in my other day job. It could go and get an image, say for example from Shutterstock, and they could go ahead and use those images for a graphic design project like a flyer or a poster or a social media post, for example. And they don't have to go out and get their own content, as in they don't have to go and take their own content, because they can use your content. So that's essentially Microstock. I'm going to talk to you today about 5 truths of Microstock photography, and there are a lot more than 5, but this will hopefully give you a bit of a background and tips on how to manage your portfolio. And if you're looking into Microstock as a way to make money, this will hopefully help you to see whether it's for you. I hope so. Anyway, so let's just jump straight in there. So number 1 on the home truth there is that quality is absolute key. A lot of photography that that you see, especially on social media, would not pass Microstock portfolio guidelines. So all of the different stock sites, so like the big five that I'm on, so Shutterstock, Alamy, Getty, iStock and Adobe Stock, all of those have got quite stringent quality guidelines that you have to meet. So technically the quality of your shot has to be solid. You can't have like a noisy shot, you can't have a shot that's out of focus, you can't have chromatic aberration, blown highlights, lost shadows. You know, you can't be wrong. You have to be right technically every single time. Also, leaving copy space at the side of the images does work well. You want to be doing that a lot. So a copy space, for example, is like the space here. So you could put text here, or similar to this side. I'm going to show you an example right now. So once you've got your technical skills on point, obviously you then want to submit to different stock sites. Some of them work better for different types of images. A lot of it's going to be trial and error. Alamy, for me, not really a great place to be. Shutterstock every single time. The others, they work well, and they top up that little bit of pocket money that I get every month. So next thing, tip 2, is a big portfolio is a must. So if you only have 10 pictures that are stock worthy, you can 100% go ahead and upload them, but realistically you're not going to be seeing the return. So the bigger the portfolio, the better. I'm going to take you on a little walk through my portfolio in just a second, but the size is really important. So if you have over 1,000 images that you can put out there for license, then that's going to really help you to boost your monthly income. The size of your portfolio is not the most important thing. It's very important to have a large portfolio, but it's not the most important thing, because coming out in number 3, you do not need to stick to a specific niche. So this kind of goes against everything that you know as a photographer, where you know you should follow and you focus on a niche, or a niche if you're in America, sorry. If you focus on one niche, that's fine, but for stock, it's not important. People find your images in the search results, so it's kind of like Google, but for pictures. Yeah, Google, but for pictures. So people put in their keywords of what type of image they want to get, and then the images come up in the bottom. Now, if your portfolio has everything in it, as in every genre of photography going, then that's not going to be a problem, because you're not going to show up on all of the searches for all of your images and all of your niches. Mind blown. So yeah, cross niche. If you want to cross niche, if you want to cross niches, that's not a problem at all. In fact, on my portfolio, yes, it is, vast majority of it is dogs. That's just going to be the truth. But it's not just dogs. So there is some people on there. There is some other animals on there. There is some still life stuff on there. One thing with people, you're going to need a model release, but just follow the guidelines on your stock portfolio management site. Tip number 4, which is kind of a home truth really, is that 1 or 2 images are going to completely carry your whole portfolio. So I have one top earner, which is head and shoulders above the rest of all of my other images within my portfolio. I do have a couple that are chasing up the back end of that and trying to rival that one particular image. Now, I wouldn't have personally picked this image to be my most successful. It's just, what happens. I'm going to show you that image now on my portfolio, so I'm just going to switch to the Mac. Now, my most popular image is this one over here. It's carries the whole portfolio, as I've mentioned. There are some others. This one, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it. Another one of Alf that kind of looks like that. Those guys do really well, but just as an idea of where this picture over here has been used, now I did a reverse image search, and you can find where your images are being used. So it's been used here. Apparently it's on this page, although, oh, hang on. It's also there. It's on HuffPost. Don't know how we've managed to get to there. There it is. It's on HuffPost. So this one was purchased through Getty. It's apparently been used as dog murals. Now, I don't like the use of this. It did come up as being on this. It will be somewhere within those 40 pages. We're not going to go through them. It's over here. Also pops up on Facebook now and again. In fact, a lot of them do. So we're on Purina Dog Chow, not UK, and it is being used here. 458 stock images up, and I've made, I think, the takings from Shutterstock alone about $6,500. Over $4,000 of that is this one picture, just that one picture, which we will edit again soon from its original raw file. I'm keen to get that done. I've got it ready. If we're on Shutterstock and you type in happy dog, we've got this image here. This is also one of mine, so that's Piper again. I think we should have some more. So we've got Oz over here. This is one of mine as well. Nice yellow backgrounds popping up. So I've got 3 images on that first page, probably some more. I'm going too fast. It's not impossible to make money. Just don't, I wouldn't put all your eggs in this basket. It's great for extra pocket money. I think that's probably the most important thing to know. It's really good for extra pocket money. Finally, thanks for watching to this point. Tip number 5 is that you will never be able to police your images from stock sites. So this is really important to know, because if you're a bit of a control freak like me, then you're going to probably want to look at who's using your images, where they're being used, and then in my case, but personally, I don't know if anyone else is the same, you do sometimes wonder, have you paid for this picture? Like, have you licensed this properly? Is that really the right license for this usage? For example, a New York Times bestseller front cover, I haven't got any premium licenses out for that particular image, so I know that something's not quite right there, but finding the buyer of that is impossible. Even the stock site, finding the buyer of that is next to impossible. So you just need to get over it. I mean, I'm really sorry to say it like that, but you do just have to get over it. Deal with it. Yeah. So that's it, guys. That's the 5 top tips to Microstock. If you have any questions about Microstock, please drop them in the comments below. I will read every single one. And if there are a number of different requests for certain answers to questions or tips or tricks, I will make a whole separate video on that specifically, because I think it's really important. If you've liked what you've seen today, please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that, even if you never look at your subscribed channels, which would be sad, but please subscribe. If not, give it a like. If not, give it a comment. Enjoy your weeks, take great photos, and I will see you soon.